here. We thought he got lost last time. He got lost, but he made it. Ycee is live on Kiss FM this morning.
Yes. Back again.
Yes, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Yeah.
I'm doing great. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
I say better late than never, I guess.
It's been over a year.
It's been 3 years.
3 years since we...
Yeah.
Okay, time flies. What?
I know.
3 years. I was just like, yeah, just a year ago. But is this your second time in Kenya? You've been coming?
No, this is my second time.
Yeah.
This is my second time.
What do you love most about Kenya?
Man, I love the weather.
Really?
I love it, like, because I'm coming from Lagos where it's like, it's burning right now.
Yeah.
Like, it's really hot. Even when you're indoors, you have your air conditioning on.
Yeah.
It's still a struggle with the heat. But, you know, out here, like, the breeze is nice. Even when the sun's out.
Yeah.
It's chilled indoors. Like, I remember when we got to the apartment yesterday.
Yeah.
We were looking for, like, air conditioning. Like, where's the AC?
Yeah.
And we couldn't find any, but the apartment was chill.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I love the weather. I love the weather.
That is so interesting because, like, we are currently burning. Like,
come to Lagos.
In fact, yesterday I remember having a conversation with my friend and being like, maybe we are not meant to be going to work in this temperatures. Like, maybe we're meant to be home.
Yeah, come to Lagos, you'll be thanking this weather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you made headlines in Kenya last week without even being here. Our sweethearts that we love, obviously a friend of the show, Victoria Kimani.
Yeah.
So the FU challenge, you know, was happening all over the place. Kenyans, we didn't really even know what it was.
Until she did it.
Yes, until she did hers, and we're like, what? Okay. So first and foremost, was it a joke or nah?
I don't know.
Yeah.
To be honest, because initially I thought it was a joke, but then I watched the video again and it was like, yo, this is really serious. You know?
Yeah.
I feel like if that was done by a rapper, that would have been a very serious situation. You know?
Yeah.
But, I mean, I analyze everything. I mean, Kimani is someone that I've met before. Like, we have mutual acquaintances and everything. So I really didn't want to think much of it, you know. People love drama, so they were asking like, oh, is Ycee gonna respond?
Yeah.
Da 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 da. But I was just like, man, I don't think I want to, you know, create a bigger issue out of this. But you know,
have you reached out to her?
Not yet.
Do you think it's a situation of like similar lyrics or like?
I think it was a mere coincidence, to be honest, because like it was just one line. It wasn't like I lifted the whole you know, melody and everything. And funny enough, like I played the song to she and Emanara before it dropped.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, when the whole thing happened, I was honestly confused as to what to do. Yeah. So I just chose to just stay silent and let the whole thing just write itself out.
But now you're here and she's here.
You know the funny thing, when I saw the video, we were all like, man, we're going to Kenya next week. Like, you know, why is this happening now? Yeah. But I mean, it's all good. It's all love. You know, shout out to Victoria at the end of the day. Yeah. In as much as, you know, I felt like if she had any serious issues, like she could have actually hit me up and we could have spoken it out. You know, So
would you be open to linking up with her while here?
I mean, if I see her, I'ma see her.
Okay.
She gonna see me when she see me.
However, guys, listen, you can send in your questions for Ycee on Twitter. That's at Kiss100 Kenya. We're going to be getting to his, of course, setting the record straight and also telling us what he loves about the 254.
Setting the record straight, and then I was sent to go like get coffee. No, hala.
I tell you, it wasn't a setup. It was a coincidence.
You know, the thing is, from the moment Ycee walked in, he was like, yo, I need Wi-Fi. Yeah. I'm like, dude, you've just come. So being the gentleman that I was, I took his phone.
See that I was, so now you're not.
I'm not. Never again.
Okay, so let's start from the very beginning, because I remember...
Yeah, from where?
No, not from that. We have already finished with that. Shafi, please focus.
Anyway,
so he was just actually reminding me that it's been 3 years since he was last here. I was like, it's just been a year. It's been 3 years.
It's been 3 years. 2016.
Yeah. It was Coke Studio.
No, I think I had a show in Westies.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, so 3 years. But so, and even that time we got such a short moment with you. We didn't get to really know your musical journey. So where did it all really begin for you?
I think, professionally, music for me started in 2012.
Okay.
Because I think I finished high school in 2010, 2011. So I didn't get into uni up until about 2013. So that space was when I was like, okay, what am I going to do with myself? My brother at the time, he was learning, production. That's my elder brother, by the way.
Oh, cool.
So he was learning production. So what I used to do is when he makes the beats, I would be like the test subject. I'll be like, let me flow on the beats. I wasn't as good as I am now.
Yeah.
So it was all just between me and him. And then I think someone in the neighborhood got to listen to one of what we were working on. And he was like, yo, you guys should actually, take this seriously.
Yeah.
And fast forward 2012, I put out a mixtape. And I got a record deal with Tiny Entertainment off that mixtape. And I put out a bunch of singles, bunch of videos.
Yeah.
From 2012 till 2014, it wasn't really, what we expected. Because, like, when you're coming into music, you have this idea that, I'm making good music, so...
What is the star overnight?
It's a hit.
It's a hit, everything should... And it was like a rude awakening when you put out the first video, it's still... second video
bubbling under
so at some point I was like, man, I think I'm gonna just leave this music and go back to school. So I got admission into uni after I got my record deal. And transitioning from being an artist where you're out every night, you're partying, you're going to shows, and then you have to switch that off and start attending classes. You're going to lab. I was in the science faculty. You're going to lab, you're doing all this stuff. And I think after my first year exams, I looked at my result and I was like, man, I think we have to go and face this music because, school is not it for me right now. So 2015, I was able to get a collabo with Pato Rankin. And, I think that was pretty much where my career took a turn for the better because I understood the business a lot more. I'd probably worked on my brand and, my sound had evolved and everything. And we put out Condo, a lot of people started paying attention. And as soon as you put out Jagaban, everything just
blew up from there. And the name Ycee, where is that from?
It has absolutely, a lot of people ask me if it has absolutely nothing to do with any of my real names.
Okay. Because yesterday, when we were teasing and saying that our star tomorrow is going to be Ycee, Shafi attempted to
he butchered
say,
it.
You heard?
Yeah, I heard.
And I was like,
I heard.
No, that wasn't me. That was Victoria's people. They send them here to come and
This was set up.
do a promo. So many things are happening in this studio that I have no control over. I just know you as Ycee.
He's already addressed those issues.
No, but
Sneak back.
So what are your real name? Just so I can get it straight.
My real name is Ali Joe Martin Oludemilade.
Ali Joe Martin Olamide.
No.
Oludemilade.
Oludemilade.
Yeah, that's it.
Why are you wearing it? As African,
that's the accent. Oludemilade. You just said Oludemilade.
Olamide. Okay, so then how does that become Ycee?
So it's a bit of a long story. Like when I was in primary school, I had an accident where I cracked my wrist, and I go to school like a few days later, and all the kids, you know how little kids get mean.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, you broke your arm, and they start making a joke about it, and I'm like, nah, I didn't break my arm. I'm trying to be tough. Like, it's just a crack. And then they start calling me Crackers.
Okay.
And I didn't like that, so I just changed it to Crack because I was listening to a lot of Fat Joe when I was in primary school.
You changed it to Crack.
Yeah.
Knowing what cool? Crack means.
I did, at the time I didn't. That's the funny thing. At that time I did. It just sounded cool. Like, I'm listening to Fat Joe. He's always saying Joe Crack. And I'm like, yeah, I'm Crack. It's not Crack. And then when I decided that, okay, I'm making music now. I want to rap his name. So just, put Young in front of Crack.
Yeah.
So Young Crack. That was Ycee. So when I got my record deal, skinny dude getting signed. And they're looking at you. So what's Ycee, Young Crack? And they first of all look at you. You look like you actually take crack.
Yeah.
And my manager was like, you know what?
That name.
no cracks anymore. So I actually had to, sit down and think of something. So I had to change Crack to Carter. So CARTA stands for Crazy Advanced Rapper Terrorizing Every Other Rapper.
Okay. Hey, thank God the crack was
Let me drop the crack.
But as kids, there's stuff that we used to say that was just, I mean.
No, bullying is universal, man.
Yeah.
It's what makes people. I know, I'm not supporting it, but yo, you have to be like.
Not even bullying.
Moralization.
I mean, like, even just using words like crack. You don't even understand.
You know the funny thing, there's songs that I used to listen to as a child that I never understood.
Yeah.
And years later, like, I was listening to Missy Elliott's 1 Minute Man.
Yeah.
And now you're like,
and I'm like, oh wow. And we used to sing as kids, you know.
I'm a 1 minute man. Guys are even having like, I remember, I think even my first Yahoo account was that.
Was
1 minute man at yahoo.com. I was young and stupid, just like my friend here, who was a crackhead.
Studio with us on Kiss FM.
I heard it. It was one of the first songs that I was just seeing everywhere when I was out here, and I was like, "Yo, this is a banger."
Yeah,
and I made it my duty, like.
You have to be.
I have to be like,
yeah, because it played while we were in studio, I think, as well. The original. Then
I loved it. I loved it. Like even when I was performing the last time I was here, when I was done with my set, like I told the DJs to play it, and I was just dancing on stage.
It's a really dope song, and there were so many heavyweights on that track as well. The
Shetta was there also.
Shetta, Joe McKinney.
Joe is fire. Joe is tried fire.
But now that you're around, are you going to be jumping in studio with any Kenyan artists?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. You know, shout out to Calligraph, the OG.
Yeah.
You know, he put me on Guala.
Yeah.
I mean, when he was out in Lagos, he actually put me on a bunch of other music from Kenyan artists. So, I mean, there's a lot of rap going on out here. Which you know, I mean, it's good to see that the rest of the continent is actually stepping up. Because I feel like years ago, anybody thinking about rap on Africa, they just thought South Africa.
Yeah.
You know, so now a lot more people back in Nigeria are stepping up.
Now.
Yeah, so, you know.
Even like commercially, because many people would think if you go into like hip hop and rap, you're not going to make money.
Profitable. We left it for AKA and a bit of Casper. Yeah.
So how is that for you? Because we've been talking about finances with the stars that come into studio, and just talking about how even young artists can be more prepared for the financial aspects of the industry, right? Did you make any financial mistakes when you were starting out?
I mean, right now, I'm independent. But, back then, being signed to a label, like the label incurred a lot of expenses because I think years ago, the tools that are available to upcoming artists now were not available then, say like 6 years ago when I started. So these days, you can see an artist that already has a large social media following before they even put out like their own official music.
Yeah.
And, by the time that comes out, immediately translates into stream. And streaming is like the new oil for musicians. So I think there are a lot more tools, available to artists now than back then. Like it's easier to get your music on iTunes and Spotify and all these platforms. So, back then we made a lot of mistakes. So, but over the years we were able to, cut and make some profit back. And I think also moving with the evolution of the industry.
Yeah.
It also plays a big role because, trust me, the way things were run 6 years ago is not the same way things are being run now.
True.
Nobody is looking for a record label to come sign them and put that big money down. It's like people are starting small, even down to shooting music videos. Like I remember back then in Nigeria, you need like say about 3 million naira to shoot a video.
Yeah.
But these days, a lot of people are being smarter now. It's more profitable to get the equipment on a camera.
Yeah.
And you have your own in-house videographer because that's what I do back home.
Yeah. And you can even like rent it out and
make more money as well. So it's I think the industry now it all comes down to how innovative you are, not just as a musician, say you're going to the studio recording music, but also what else you're going to do aside the music.
Yeah. Do you feel like you have to surround yourself with a team that gets it?
Yeah.
Because most people surround themselves with their boys and the people they were with during the come up.
Cardi B.
And they might and they might not
just dragging you down.
truly understand like what is needed.
Yeah.
So did you specifically look for people who are skilled in certain areas?
Yeah, I think for me, early on in my career, I was able to learn from other people the dangers of having yes men around you. You know, people that won't check you. You know, when you're in the studio, the people that are on the other side going, yeah, it's dope, it's dope. You know, those people are very dangerous. So I like it's gotten to a point where if I make a song and not one person, I'm expecting somebody to say, yo, you need to just change this and do this. Like, I'm expecting somebody to pick up something that I wouldn't see.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's very important to surround yourself with people that, like, I won't say they don't see you as a celebrity, but, you know, if you surround yourself with people that are always in awe.
Yeah.
Like, Ycee is so, you know, Ycee can do.
They'll always just say yes.
Yeah, it's very, very, very detrimental to artists. And that's one thing a lot of people need to understand. Like, you need to have people that are not ashamed to check you. Like, yo, this decision you want to make, like, why are you making this decision? There has to be, you know, credible reasons behind anything you want to do. And being in my position where now I call the shots, like, I decide what music I want to drop. It could be easy for me to say this is what I want to do and that's final, but I have people that are always like, no, you know, we shouldn't do this now.
Yeah.
These are reasons why we should do this instead, and it all works out better for me at the end of the day.
Okay, so you're in the 254 and people get a chance to hang out with you where?
Yeah, tomorrow night we're going to be at the Memphis 2nd anniversary.
Yeah, you know the funny thing is that on 2 days ago I was like the 5th anniversary. When did you come? When did you come to on Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's when I got the poster.
Yeah.
Now I was thinking the club has been open for 5 years.
Oh my
So
God,
I'm just
no.
there. Yo, so Memphis will be celebrating their 5th anniversary. The OGs will be in the house. We have, you know, Niger meeting Kenya.
Yeah.
Calligraph Jones will be there. Entrance is absolutely free. Hey, the owner just called me. Which Memphis are you talking about? So I'd like to say, Raphael, man, I'm sorry about that. It's 2 years anniversary.
2 years.
2 years anniversary.
Because they apparently it's every time every customer who goes there, you buy one book, you get another one for free. So you can imagine if I say it's 5 years, so you go
Wow,
one, you get
wow,
five.
wow, wow,
You know,
wow,
I'm joking.
wow,
There's
wow,
no free
wow,
bottles for anybody. Yeah, but come through, man.
So it's an appearance or a performance?
I'll be performing as well.
Okay.
I'll be performing as well. And the
So
entry is absolutely free.
All the USIU cats and the universities around there, the guys who hang out at Memphis. And the dope thing is that it's Friday.
Yeah. I was just
Normally,
trying...
you know, they party on Thursdays. They party tonight. No, but this is on Friday. Correct?
So it's absolutely free and you're going to be performing.
Yeah. You have no excuse.
Yeah.
No excuse.
Okay.
Victoria Kimani, we invite you. No, and you come on my date.
Please stop. We want peace. We want accountability. Yes,
this is the best way to make
also.
peace, and then Ycee can just call on stage.
Listen, I have money
Tell
here
me
that
the
I want
lyrics I
Ycee
stole.
to try and win, and it's the brain drain, and the money is at 11,000 Kenya shillings. And I asked you the riddle earlier on, the brain drain question, which is, all of my relatives are black, but I am not. What am I?
All my relatives are black, and I am not.
Malambo too.
No.
Am I an albino?
Explain how so?
I mean, you know, albinos are like really light skin because of like hyperpigmentation and stuff in their skin. So like, if your relatives are black and your skin, you're not.
You know, let me tell you the problem with Ycee's answer, because that's my question. It's the same problem I have with Barack.
Yeah.
You know, when you're too intelligent.
Yeah.
Then now you know, life is all about either you're thinking inside the box, outside the box, or within the box.
But then it's too, okay, for example,
these guys are too smart.
no,
now
that's it's a good answer, but where it would fail is that if you are a white albino,
what happens?
Then